position for my webcam to be in, and it's normally not like right here, but I figured this would be like the best position for the webcam to be in, just for me to address the things I need to address. So I don't have no weird intro because one, I didn't. This is kind of impromptu, just kind of on my heart to just talk about these things, and the fact that I need to just get this out of my system because I think it's been a minute since I done anything that I was supposed to. For those of you wondering, these are Chilean apples. So, it's been a while since I addressed anything, and I've been kind of putting myself down over the past few months. I mean, and with everything going on in the world, it's very easy to do that. I mean, cops killing people left and right, black people at that, celebrities dying, rest in peace. Chadwick Boseman, Wakanda Forever, of course. It just seems like this year is just going downhill more and more, and like the more you look up, the more bullshit that's going on. And I don't have the chat up on the side because I'm just trying to focus on what I need to say. And after the live stream is finished, just leave a comment underneath if you have any questions about what I'm gonna talk about. So here's the things that I want to cover in this video before I go ahead and sign off. I want to talk about, first off, like the lack of content, because that's something I definitely have to address. And next, I want to talk about the future plans I have for this channel. Since my return, like a couple months ago, back to this channel from the War Warriors Collective channel, I'm gonna address that, and as well as live streams. Like I got to talk about everything. So I guess I'll start off with the lack of content. So back in 2006 when I first got started, I just uploaded anything I could to this channel because I think I was doing it with no sense of direction whatsoever. I guess I'm like 31 now, and at the time I started uploading, I think I had to be like 14, 15 or something. This is back in 2006. I mean, I didn't do the math in my head, so one of y'all correct me on that because I'm just trying to get this video over with and just sign off. But yeah, back in 2006 when I started uploading videos to this channel, I just was trying to, upload my own content, and that was anything I can get my hands on that I did. Now, whether that be videos of me playing Grand Chase, which was like a video game, or like an online video game at the time I was really into, either S4 League, which is another online game I was really into. Either I was uploading videos of that and enjoying my time, or of course once time went on, I started doing Nintendo DS playthroughs on this channel, and that pretty much was my focus for this channel. When I started doing like the Grand Chase, I had like 35 subscribers, and this is back in 2006. And of course, when I started doing like the Nintendo DS playthroughs, it just started. My channel was like the premier channel for any kind of Nintendo DS content, as far as the handheld Nintendo DS system, because at that time, you have to understand, nobody was doing Nintendo DS content like the way I was doing it. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying that because it's fact. When you look at the channels back then, if anybody bothers to do the research for it, which I don't think anybody will, but for those that do, you'll find out that back then, people didn't do full Nintendo DS playthroughs at that time. And they wasn't doing anything beyond uploading 1 or 2 videos a week of them, playing Pokemon or something like that. And Pokemon was like the only game people were uploading from the Nintendo DS at that time. And they wasn't even uploading it in mass like I was. Like I was uploading like 10, 12 videos a day. Sometimes even more than that, because I was just that passionate about, getting that information and that content out there. And not only that, but I was doing Japanese imports for the Nintendo DS, and things like that. So a lot of games that I was playing on the Nintendo DS with games that people actually wanted me to play, And I still get comments on those things today. And I'm not saying that being one of those people that say the type of things, that say those type of things, and they only get like one or two comments like every 6 months. No, I'm talking about consistent comments, on like the Power Rangers Samurai, which is like one of my highest rated, one of my highest viewed videos. I'm talking about like 500. That shit probably had like 1 million views now. People watching my Pokemon playthroughs, the full Pokemon playthroughs. Me playing Project X Zone, or is it called Project Cross Zone? You know, and there's still demands of me. People wanted me to play more Nintendo DS video games whenever I get the chance to. I'm still getting comments asking me to do that. So when my focus was on those Nintendo DS games, I was so passionate about playing it because I seen nobody else was doing it, so I just focused strictly on that. After a while, you guys know I left Louisiana and I moved out here to California, and things got a little more focused on console games. I was kind of taking that road when GTA 5 first came out on the PlayStation 3. But when I moved to California, it's like the Nintendo. I kind of sold any Nintendo DS handheld system that I had. I think it was a 3DS, and I had ended up just using that money to help get me to California. Out of all the things GameStop is known for not doing, that they did something right when they bought that system off my hands. And that helped paying for my plane ticket and kept some money in my pocket for when I found a job out here to help pay for the other things I had to, deal with. So that was my focus for a little bit. And then I adapted Yu-Gi-Oh content because, ever since 2002, I've been into Yu-Gi-Oh up until like 2000. I would say up until like a couple years ago, until like 3 years ago, where I stopped doing Yu-Gi-Oh content. Because for those of you that know, there used to be a website called Dueling Network, which is now it's called Dueling Book. But around that time, I was using that website to kind of test out card combos and card strategies and things of that nature, and I can actually use the experience and then bring that to the video and help people understand the game better. Because a lot of people, the Yu-Gi-Oh community at that time, I don't know how it is now because I haven't been a part of it for like forever. But the community at that time was so toxic that anybody new that came into the community, they couldn't even get any help because the people were so negative towards them for just being a new person coming to the game. You know what I mean? It was one of those situations. So it's like nobody new could learn from the community. It was like they would just hand them like an online deck profile and just tell them, here, use that. They never really, even to this day, for the few people I still talk to that's in that community, they haven't even, nothing's really changed. Even with the structure of the game, nothing's really changed as far as the attitude. If you don't know anything coming in, they're pretty much going to shun you because they expect you to know everything from the jump, it seems like. And as sensitive and as negative as this world is, you can only imagine how that fuels that type of attitude in a community like that. But Yu-Gi-Oh became my focus, and at that time, again, same thing with the Nintendo DS playthrough videos. Nobody was uploading Yu-Gi-Oh card reviews the way I was uploading them. Like when you look at the amount of Yu-Gi-Oh cards I was doing, I had so many series when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh. I called it Yu-Gi-Oh 101. Of course, I named it after myself. ADSplay101. But Yu-Gi-Oh 101. And that was like the series. You can still see that series of videos at the bottom of my channel. Just scroll all the way down to have the playlist right there. You can see it. Or you could just Google in it, Yu-Gi-Oh 101 card and art type reviews. All those playlists are going to pop up. So the way I would do it was I would have early look videos, and the early looks was just me taking an early look at every new pack of cards that were coming out. Then I would have um, individual card reviews. I would have archetype reviews. I even went as far as doing anime only card reviews. And some of those cards that I did anime only reviews on, you know, these were cards that only existed in the anime. They never came to the full game at the time. But some of those cards that I did those type of reviews on, they actually ended up making it to the game. So that was cool to see that over time. But again, that was another focus that I had, and that drew in another crowd. And then over time, you know, that 53 that I earned from doing the Nintendo DS playthroughs, combined with the Yu-Gi-Oh 101 card reviews and the Yu-Gi-Oh content and the Yu-Gi-Oh 101 fan days on the weekends, you know, they ended up, you know, my subscribers went up, and my channel had like a clear focus. If you wanted to know about anything Yu-Gi-Oh related or Nintendo DS playthroughs or help with the Nintendo DS games, you know, those were the my channel was the channel to come to. Now, of course, on over time, you know, Nintendo 3DS games, Nintendo DS games have like reduced. They don't release as many these days as they once did, because the Nintendo Switch kind of has the Virtual Boy and an emulator on it. I believe it does. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I heard they had something called the Virtual Boy that kind of like took over that emulation, and any game you could get on the Nintendo 3DS, you can get on like the Switch now. I think they made it like that. So at the time I got rid of my Nintendo 3DS, it was during a time where like no new games was coming out for it anyway. So I just felt like it was a good thing to just invest in a console, because that seemed like the best thing for me at the time if I was gonna keep the channel going. So I started focusing more on, you know, again, console gaming. And even with that, I think I kind of lost my luster from that day forward, because even though I was uploading on a frequent basis, I was doing things that other people were already doing. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is like the Nintendo 3DS is such a niche audience, they don't really have anybody to go to. And with me, I was that person to go to at that time. And as well as the Yu-Gi-Oh 101, you know, it was only a handful of channels that were doing anything that I was doing on the level that I was doing when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh. It was, hold on, the app disconnected. But yeah, it was only a handful of people that was doing anything on the level that I was doing when it came to Yu-Gi-Oh content. It was me, you know, ADSplay101 with the Yu-Gi-Oh 101 series. It was your Yu-Gi-Oh channel. It was, I think, Asian Eyes White Dragon, I believe that was his name. Him. Who else? It was The Silent Enigma. For those of you who remember him, The Silent Enigma was his original name. He goes by DP Yu-Gi-Oh now. So The Silent Enigma, I've been a fan. You know, back when he used to walk around with the Wendy's fucking logo in the background, him walking around like the park and all that, or wherever he was walking around. I remember those old vlogs. But he seems to be doing a lot better than what he was at that time. So shout out to him. He's combined like Yu-Gi-Oh and like battle rap references, and you know, in like a comical way. So he's definitely somebody I'm proud of to see he's still going and kicking. Your Yu-Gi-Oh channel, you know, he retired from his channel, I think last year. Asian Eyes White Dragon, to my knowledge, he's still doing Yu-Gi-Oh content. I know some of those guys, they went on to Magic the Gathering, but I think now the premier guy for that, I think it's TGS Anime. He's doing good, and DP Yu-Gi-Oh. You know, those guys are the ones that are the ones to pay attention to. But yeah, but the whole point of me saying all that was, at one point I had a clear focus as to what I wanted to do on this channel, and I think I kind of got lost in the shuffle and lost my luster when I started playing console games, since it seemed like everybody and their mama is playing console games now. And now more than ever, I need to learn how to differentiate myself from the rest of the guys to bring more attention to this channel, which I know I'm capable of doing, but I haven't been doing that. as you guys know, I started uploading, little snippets of songs that I've been doing, because I do plan on having an EP released either early next year or around towards the end of this year. Um, I'm still doing playthrough videos, not at the rate that I once was because of work and again the music. Um, and work, that's another thing I need to talk about, because this also contributes to the lack of content. And I need to get over this. I need to learn how to manage my time better. It's people that's, I have 2,400 subscribers now, and that subscriber list is still growing. I don't know how, but I do appreciate it very much. My channel views is almost at like 4 million, excuse me. Soon to be at 5 million. If things keep going at the rate, it's going to be at another million views towards the end of this year. So people definitely want to see my channel grow, and I have not been doing my part to keep your attention, and I do apologize for that. As a man and as a content creator, I do apologize for that, because I've been kind of sucking, and it's a legitimate reason for it. But just to give it to you, I've been working so damn hard, tired, and I don't really want to like put energy into anything else, which is kind of stupid on my part, that I end up losing the attention to people. Like, I don't even do reactions anymore, which I'm going to get back to. I have a lot of reaction videos I need to upload and do and record. But I'm reporting my people back that have subscribed to me and that have... I'm going to start turning up for you guys. And I said this before, but I think I was more so saying it knowing what I need to do. This is me basically building that resolve and say, okay, we're doing this. Fuck everything else. We're doing this. We got the time to do it. Just fucking do it. And that's basically where my resolve is right now. Hence the reason why I'm doing this video at like, what, 2:01 in the morning. I started at like 1:30 something in the morning or something like that. But yeah, I know what I need to do, and it's just a matter of me going ahead and doing it. So as far as video game content, you guys are going to see that more frequently on my days off, not as much on the days when I have to work. And I'm going to start uploading on a weekly basis when you can expect me to upload anything with videos like this, just describing my days off and how things are going to go. So let me just get this out the way right now. This week I work Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and I got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off. So I'm on those 4 days for sure. If not on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, for sure on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Since I have those days off, I'm gonna grind out live streams all through those 4 days. If not, I'm gonna upload a new song so that you guys can have something to listen to. So that time is definitely gonna be used to push either my music or just spend time with you guys on any game that I can, play with you guys, be it Fall Guys, be it Mortal Kombat 11. I may return to Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 still kind of has like a little sour place in my heart, because the game was just made poorly and they even did anything about it for 5 seasons. So it's like 5 seasons in how many years? Like 5-6 years. They still ain't did the game right. Just give us Street Fighter 6 already, and don't make it like Street Fighter 5. I'd much rather it be like Street Fighter 4 instead, or more relatable to Street Fighter 4. But yeah, my time is going to be used way more wisely than I once did. So I do appreciate the people who stuck around for me, because you guys are in for a treat. Not to talk with my mouth full. So that was the section addressing a lack of content. As far as future plans, I kind of mixed that in with the lack of content too. Like I said, going forward, once a week when I get my new work schedule, because I upload it once a week, I'm gonna do this live like this, explaining what my days are. Try to live stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Just don't expect it. If I do anything on those days regarding live streams, it's going to be very impromptu and unplanned. So don't expect anything. If you see anything uploaded, enjoy it, watch it, and what have you. But most definitely, if you want to catch me live streaming, I'm going to start live streaming on my OBS more often. And is the I'm going to live stream on my OBS more often. And hold on one second. I'm going to live stream on my OBS more often. Excuse me that. And I'm going to live stream simultaneously on Twitch and YouTube to kind of not ignore either audience. So that's going to help. So that's future plans right there. Now, as far as the live stream goes themselves, and I didn't mean to put live stream there, I meant to put merch. Some of you guys know that I have not been pushing my merch the way I'm supposed to, and I'm glad I got to this segment. So I can just talk about this, and I'm going to end the video, in the live stream here. I know a lot of you want to know about the merchandise, and the merchandise that I have. The links to the Teespring, I have 2 Teespring stores. I have The Collective, COLL, I should type that in. Let me, objects. How do I, can I write anything? I guess they're not gonna let me write nothing on this notepad. Oh, let me see. I guess I can't upload that. Yeah, I can't really show it, but it's The Collective, COLLECTIV, and the other one is the Global Collective Collection. And that one's, global. You know how to spell global. Collective, it's collective without the E, without an E. Collection. All those together. Those are the 2 Teespring stores. I have the link up to those stores in my channel banner. You ought to see like pink, like swiggly lines, and either one of those are, both of those are connection to either store. So with that being said, I want to show you guys some of the merchandise that I do have, and pretty much all of this is from my The Collective store on teespring.com. So first thing I want to show you guys is like the hoodie right here. This is the alias hoodie, as I call it. This is the hoodie right here. You probably can't see it that good. Now is the time to flip this damn thing. There we go. This is the hoodie right here. On the back of it, I got the year World Warriors Collective was established. This is my brand. This is the hoodie. They come in several different colors: black, gray, and white. And on one side, I got Universal Battle Group, which is one of the aliases for the World Warriors Collective, and on the other side is the second alias that the group goes by, which is Global Collective Collection. It's a dope hoodie. It's warm, especially since we're entering like the colder months. It's a good thing to grab those. Also, I have t-shirts, and I have a lot of t-shirts on there, so you guys need to go on there and check them out. See right here, this is the Alias t-shirt. This is just one of the many t-shirts that I have on there, but I have the Alias t-shirt right here. On the back, see the year we was established again, as well as that. And just recently I ordered a sample of my latest creation. This is like the last shirt that I created. I will be creating more, but this is just like the latest one. This is another Alias t-shirt right here. On the front, you probably can't tell, but you see I got World Warriors Collective on there. And then in the background of every word is the aliases for that word. So, you know, you see world, in the back of that is global and universal. And warriors, there's fighting and battle, and collective is unit and group. So that's something cool right there. You probably can't see the colors that good, but it's a black shirt with white writing and purple letters in the background. Show that to you again. It doesn't show that good in the camera, but it is really good. And on the back of this, I have a motto that I'm going by that kind of reminds me never to stop giving up. And I said, stop existing and start living. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be here, live with a purpose. You know, that's what that basically that means. And I'm gonna start featuring these in my community tab. And this is how new it is. It's still got the barcode on it. I got it a couple days ago. I'm gonna start featuring one clothing item a day in my community tab for the people interested in buying the merchandise, so you guys can get a good idea as to what I have on there. I'm gonna really start pushing that merch too, so you guys are gonna get familiar, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you pay attention to the community, the community tab once a day. And yeah, now Now, on top of the two Teespring stores out there, I do have exclusive merch that you can only purchase from me through a DM on the World Warriors Collective Instagram. So make sure that you guys follow me on that Instagram. Again, I'm going to post it in the community tab so you guys can see, or you can even find it in the video description of this video probably. I don't know if I updated it yet, but if not, I'm gonna get on that. But yeah, I'm gonna upload the link to that Instagram in my channel banner, and it should be in the video description as well. So on the World Warriors Collective Instagram, there are three items that are for sale that are available through my DM. You have to DM me, and do payment through PayPal or Venmo or whatever you guys want. So the three items are the bandanas, the varsity jackets, and the shoes. I have many different shoes, so you can go to the World Warriors Collective website, and you can see where. Not the World Warriors Collective website, but you can go to the World Warriors Collective Instagram, and you can just scroll down and you can see all the shoes that I have for sale there. And this is just one pair that I have with me that I'm gonna show you guys. I got these World Warriors Collective shoes right here. I'm the only person on YouTube that actually has its own shoe line that does video game playthroughs. So these are the shoes. They're intended to match the shirts that are on the website, on the Teespring store. So I have these in black with white writing, and I have these gray ones. These are the original grays. The other ones are for the Global Collective Collection shirts, which I have like the nation's flags and World Warriors Collective plastered on them. So yeah, these are the shoes that I have for sale. Again, if you want a pair of shoes, DM me through the Instagram World Warriors Collective, and let me know after you see. Again, I'm gonna feature those items on the community tab on YouTube as well, and I'm gonna be doing another promo trailer for this merch as well. And I'm gonna separate the three promos from merchandise you can buy on the collective store, the Global Collective Collection store, and which ones you can buy through the DM and on the Instagram. So next up, this is the second item you can buy from me through the Instagram. These are the varsity jackets, and these come in many different sizes as well. So many different sizes, many different colors. The one I featured here right now is the black one. You see, got the year was born. Can't see it that good because of the lighting, but it's really good. And over the left side, you know, that the name isn't going to be on yours, but the World Warriors Collective, established 2011, will be on there. That's just like a custom thing that I did for myself. Anytime I go to conventions, people will know it's me. But yeah, that. Where is the bandana? Look at this, boom. The bandana's right here. You know, it's very big. As you can see, it literally covers my entire body. You know, this is the third item you can buy from me through the DM. I have many of these, but this is the only design for it. It's gray and purple squares with the World Warriors Collective logo inside the squares. So it's pretty cool. So again, the shoes, the varsity jackets, and the bandanas are only available through purchase through the Instagram. So that's it. Everything else is available through one or the other Teespring stores. So just wanted to let you guys know that. So just a quick recap of everything going on. You guys will be getting more live streams and more content on the days that I have off. And if I can get away with it, I'm gonna try to do something on the days that I'm supposed to work. If not, you know, don't fret, because it's gonna be impromptu or whatever on those days I have to work. But on the days that I have off, I'm definitely gonna be live streaming very vigorously and aggressively. So expect that. 2, I'm gonna be pushing the merch 1,000 times harder. Once a day, I'm gonna feature an item from the stores that you can get them from, either from the collective store, the Global Collective Collection store, or the Instagram. So I'm gonna be sure to let you guys know and leave a link to that particular item in the post in the communities tab on the YouTube page. So make sure you guys are subscribed and keep the community tab notification bell on all. And that's pretty much the majority of it. You know, like I said, I just wanted to get this off my chest because I needed to say something for all the lack of content that I haven't been doing. You know, getting lazy and getting depressed and getting like, you know, because at one point I had a buzz on this channel, and a lot of people that started out when I did that at the time didn't have as much subscribers and attention on their channels as I had on mine. They didn't pass me up, and I'm not jealous of anything of that. You know, shout out to Mugen Lord, because I think me and him, we started all around relatively the same time, and he basically continued to put out content consistently. So shout out to Mugen Lord at Mugen Lord TV. Even though he didn't start off around the same time as me, shout out to Magetsu TV. He does a lot of Street Fighter content. I do have to get a shout out to him. I want to give a shout out to Punk J. Who else? Two Tails Derpy. Shout out to him as well. Again, shout out to everybody that, you know, is out there continuing to push their channels and trying to get something out of this YouTube thing, be it more fans, more subscribers, more followers on their Twitch, whatever. And I'm not one of those jealous guys that don't show love. You know, I hope one day I can get to the million view subscribers and like the hundreds of thousands of views every upload. That way I can feature some of those aforementioned names and a lot more that deserve the attention, and just spread the love, man. So ultimately, that's my goal. So with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching. Peace. I hope you guys continue to support me through everything. I hope you guys buy the merch to the people who do buy it, and the masks are coming soon. So just keep an eye out for those. And yeah, man. Until next time, peace. Remember, be humble in victory, be gracious in defeat, but show no mercy in battle. World Warriors Collective.